Welcome, creative minds, deep thinkers, and geniuses, to the Creative Capital Podcast, a podcast all about the creative capital, aka the culture, aka the one and only love, where we will deep think about creativity as a whole, roots, ideas, overstandings. This is the introduction, so it won't be too long, but I'll probably introduce myself so you get to know me on a personal level. My name, I go by Char, and it might change tomorrow. You feel me? I'm free living, and I'll definitely have co-hosts and be inviting the amazing creatives that I be meeting. You know what I'm saying? All from the creative capital, aka the culture. You get me? Wanted to create a safe space for our young people and young entrepreneurs, young creative people, young creators in the community, so we all have something to fall back on, like some calm. I like it. I like this idea, you get me? So, I feel like it's a way we could definitely do good for the community and help build bridges and open doors. I'll tell you more about myself, the things that make me who I am, you get me? I grew up in a house full of women, so I tend to understand exactly how to embrace femininity correctly. I really understand it, I overstand it, sorry. And I pay attention to it. We'll talk more about that in later episodes. I grew up in a small city in New Jersey, where I spent my days playing basketball. After I graduated high school, I came to my home in Ghana, where I began to express my creativity with no remorse for what anybody really thought of me. I'm an artist of life, and I tend to create my own reality in any situation, because we all get to, and I feel like it's the freest way of living. Right now, this is my book, and I'll use this chapter to tell you stories of mine, stories that explain pieces in life that I've put together and ones that I question. However, I'll definitely invite some amazing creative people on a podcast, on separate episode series, of course, but same podcast. The Creative Capital Podcast is for very deep thinkers, those that want to know love, want to understand more about what it means to be an artist, a creative, a sovereign being. It's going to be a great discussion every episode. And in this episode, I want to discuss love and what it means for me and what it means for the all in its rawest nature. Call it heaven manifested. So we could talk about love. What does it mean for me to love you? The concept of love being a feeling may lead to misconceptions, because who knows what love feels like. I consider it more of a task to create peace and happiness, for that to come to light instead of a feeling. It's more of a task to create a euphoria. And love is one. It's a single thing, but it's double-sided like karma. It always balances itself energy-wise. A family isn't capable of removing a member of said family. However, through isolation, love will change. You can only unlock different levels of love. It can never actually die, only change. You feel me? Overstand. Love equals togetherness equals bond. If my girlfriend says she doesn't like me anymore, we're no longer together. Bond is changed, and the feelings that come with said bond are replaced with other feelings. But the bond can't be erased nor killed, only changed. If my best friend from childhood moves away and I join the military, the form of togetherness changes, but it's not gone. The bond stays, but it changes. Love can never actually be discarded. The void is always full, no matter what emotion is there. We all have this ability where we create our own worlds, and we don't choose who gets to live in the world. Reality does. We only choose who can come closest to the eye? Yourself, myself. Every person you meet, every personality you come across shapes you into the world of all there is. It's reality. So the only reason you can be you while I can be me is because we coexist. Everything works in a specific order, pleasing reality. We are all reality. Both masculine and feminine coexist. You can't have one without the other. You need both, so they don't cancel each other out. They're equal opposites. If there are no bad students, the good students are not worthy of being considered good students. And if there are no employees, then how can there be a boss? Everything falls in line together. All there is falls in line together. Because everything is just one creation, one huge love, a huge bond that we all exist within. Bob Marley, the singer, he say, "One love, one heart, let's get together and feel all right." What if everybody thought, let's all work together and build great bonds with all there is? All the things we can see and all the things we can't. How would reality itself reward us? Heaven manifested. I've always said love is heaven manifested. And what I mean by this is heaven is thought to be a oneness with God and pure peace. Everything there is inside and outside this life coexist. And the idea that there is one God simply means reality has consciousness. Everything that happens was accepted by reality. God is perfect. Reality is perfect. When love occurs, there's two ways to make it stronger. And there's only one way to make sure it's not overlooked. The first way to make it stronger is make it perfect and eliminate separation at all costs. Embrace good and bad as one and never allow separation from what is right. And another way to make it stronger is to allow separation, therefore creating hell, which is also the only way to make sure love is not overlooked. Allowing separation, also known as hell. You feel me? You following? Hope you're following. Hell is separation. It's hate. It's rebellion against reality. I've been in a failing relationship where the good times came to an end. And I tried to explain to the girl that we can allow, even though our relationship is gone, we can allow love to at least be in a positive light, where if we see each other, it's, hey, how are you? Instead of acting like you don't know a person, creating some type of weird energy, creating some type of war. It's the act of accepting negativity. Negativity's job is to threaten the security of said relationship. If me and my brother are both playing with fire and I accidentally burn him and he gets mad at me, that's incorrect, because the fire is the one that burnt him. It's unconditional love. Accepting that if negativity never comes around, then love doesn't even live here. Like, you get, say I have a beautiful girlfriend that gets a lot of attention, and men ask for her social media all the time. And I don't like the fact that sometimes she gives away her social media. How does love change? Is there negativity in the fact that she's giving away her social media? Sometimes. Is there negativity in the fact that people are asking for her social media at all? Is there negativity in the fact that I might be a little bit insecure about? The answer is yes, but all of that combined and dealing with all of that negativity and accepting it and embracing that, we understand that we're going to keep growing. That's like pushing love in the right direction instead of separating. for now, that's as deep as I'll go with that, and we'll carry on in another episode. But like, I hope you'll stick around and support like this movement that I have going on, because I want to be spreading this knowledge, and I think a lot of people could be helped with this type of knowledge. So I feel like, you should subscribe to me and like other things, I guess. And like, I'll keep making like good videos. Good. The podcast gonna be amazing. It's gonna be great. So this is the Creative Capital Podcast, and I'm Char. Have a good time doing whatever you do after this, and much love, one love, peace and love, God. Goodbye.